Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mary Juliana. If you're new here, kindly subscribe so that you get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you have come back, thank you for your support. And today I want to advise our girls, especially those ones who are coming to work as housemaids. Please don't accept any vaccination against any disease unless it's corona. And I don't think if you will come here in this country without being vaccinated back in Kenya. I think it's mandatory that you are vaccinated in Kenya, then you are given that certificate to show that you have been vaccinated before you board that plane to come to the Middle East. You see, there are a group of girls that have been being vaccinated, okay? Not everybody, a group of girls, even before corona, me being among them, okay? These bosses, they will tell you that it's a requirement for all foreigners that when you come here, you will be vaccinated. So I'll give you my story and I'll tell you why you should not accept to get that jab unless it's corona, okay? Because now corona, it's mandatory, all right? If it's not corona, don't accept that. And I don't think you can come in this country if you have not been vaccinated against corona. So I think you already got the jab, so don't accept anything. Unless you are sick. Don't be given any injection unless you are sick, okay? I'll tell you my story. When I came here, I stayed for 3 months, but then I was taken to the hospital, you know, for health checkup. They normally take you for examination, okay? Because you cannot work here if you have any health issues. So I was taken, I was told that prepare yourself, we are going to the hospital for health checkup. So we went. Upon reaching the hospital, the doctor that was attending to me after he took out my blood and all those tests, he wanted to inject me. Okay, so I asked him, what for? Because I'm not sick. And he told me that it's for vaccination. Then I asked him, against what? And he told me that hepatitis B. Then I was like, hepatitis B? Why am I being vaccinated? Why wasn't I told that you are going to get an vaccination? You are going to be immunized against hepatitis B while still at home. So I called my boss and I asked my boss, why do they want to inject me with a syringe? Why the medicine? Why the injection? And he told me that it's a requirement. When every foreigner that comes in this country, you get immunized against hepatitis B. And you see, that time, I didn't have Saudi SIM card. So I couldn't communicate because I didn't have Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi was at home, so I was disconnected from network. I couldn't consult anybody. I couldn't call my agent. I couldn't call my friends. So I just accepted because he told me that it's a requirement for all foreigners. When you come in this country, you have to be vaccinated before you are given that IGAMA. So when he told me that, I thought that it's the law of the country, so I accepted. Okay, I was given a certain card, although it was not indicated that I'm getting a vaccine for hepatitis B. It was just written the name of the hospital and then the date that I'm supposed to go back, because I was supposed to get 3 injections, 2 weeks apart. Like I get the first one, I spend 2 weeks, then I go back for the second one, I spend 2 weeks, then I go and finish the third dose, 3 doses. Okay, so that first day I got the first dose. When we came back home, now I was connected to the Wi-Fi. I decided to ask my friends, I had a lot of friends here who had come earlier. They had even spent 2 years here. So I asked my friends, when you came to Saudi, were you given any injection? Were you immunized against any disease? Because I came before corona. So it was not corona injection, okay? It was not corona vaccine. So I asked my friend, were you given any vaccine when you came to Saudi? Were you injected? And they were all surprised. 10 friends. They were all surprised, like, what vaccine are you talking about? We were not injected. We were not immunized against anything. And I asked them, do you have IGAMA? And they said, yes, they have. For those who don't know IGAMA, IGAMA is an ID that foreigners are given when you go to the Middle East. You are given an ID that has all your information and your duration of stay, what you are doing in that country, like a work permit. It's just the same as work permit, okay? So they told me that they have that document. They have IGAMA and they have not been immunized against anything. They have not received any injection. So he was like, why did my boss say that it's a requirement, like all foreigners are given? So I decided to call, I had two male friends working here. So I decided to call them and find out from them. And they said they have never heard of something like that. So, okay, I decided to call my agent back in Kenya to confirm from her. And she was shocked. So everybody was telling that I received an injection was shocked, okay? So I told my agent that I got that injection on my left arm and I'm supposed to go back to the hospital after 2 weeks to get the second dose. And my agent was shocked and she asked me, why didn't you say no? You know, I couldn't say no because I didn't know anything. I didn't have communication. I couldn't consult anybody. So I just accepted thinking that it's the law of the country. Like everybody undergoes that procedure. Okay, that's why I accepted. So I become worried because everybody is saying they have never heard of something like that. They have never heard of something like that. And they are in this country, they are legally here, they have the documents. And I was like, why am I the only one being given the injection if it's a requirement for everybody? Why is it that it doesn't apply for everybody? It's just me. So I posted in a group where we have like 4,000 girls who are working in the Middle East. And I came to realize that we have a number of girls that have been given that injection and others have not. So, which means it's not mandatory, okay? Like those girls that were given in the whole group of like 3,000 people, they were less than 100. They were less than 20. A few, like 15 people have been immunized against hepatitis B. So, okay, I decided to do a little research on this. Then I told my boss that my agent said, the next time you take me to the hospital, you inform her. That is what my agent in Kenya told me to tell my boss. Tell him that the next time you go back to the hospital, I should be informed. So my agent, that is my agent back in Kenya. So I told my boss that my agent back in Kenya said that when you take me to the hospital for any medication, you should tell her because she's responsible for me. Because if anything happens to me, my parents will ask her, okay? So my boss said, okay. I waited for that 2 weeks and I was really worried, you know. For 3 days after I got that jab, I couldn't even lift my hand. So I thought maybe it's just a reaction of the medicine. I didn't want to doubt that it's a hepatitis B immunization. So I waited for 2 weeks. So I was supposed to be taken to take the next dose. This time I was very curious. I had Saudi number. I had credit and I decided that when the boss takes me to the hospital, I'm going to ask the doctor to show me the medicine that he is injecting me with so that I can take a picture. Okay? After taking a picture, then I will consult with my doctor back in Kenya to see is this really the medicine for hepatitis B vaccination. Okay? So when that day arrived, I told my boys, are we going to the hospital today? He said, no, we will go tomorrow. Tomorrow came. Are we going today? No, we will go after tomorrow. We will go after this weekend. So he kept on postponing. And I was really mad. Like, why is he not taking me? If it's that important, like I have to get immunized. I should be fully immunized. I should get the 3 dose. Why is it that I just got 1 dose and he's reluctant? He doesn't want to take me to the hospital. Okay? So I was like, if this thing is serious, like it's mandatory, it's a requirement for the IGAMA, why is it that I'm not being taken back to the hospital? We stayed for 1 month. I was reminding him on daily basis until I gave up. I was left with so many questions that I don't know who can answer those questions. Why is it that I didn't get the full dose? Why is it that when I involved the agency, when I told my agent back in Kenya, why is it that my boss became reluctant? He didn't take me back to the hospital. Okay, maybe this was just the right medicine. But why is it that I'm the only one who got it and others didn't get it? Is it true that it's the vaccination for hepatitis B? Why is it that I'm the only one who got it? Out of all the girls that we came a group of 30 girls. I'm the only one who was immunized. How comes the rest, they have IGAMA and they were not immunized? Okay, maybe it's true, it's for hepatitis B. Why is it that he didn't take me back to the hospital to finish the dose, the other 2 doses, if it was very important? Those questions I have never got answered. Okay? So, to my thinking, I was like, maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. So, why do you want to take that risk? Why do you want to take that medication that you are not even sure if it's for hepatitis B? Please, girls, if you have not taken that medicine, please don't take it. If you are sick and you are taken to the hospital, get treated. If you are not sick, why are you going to the hospital to get immunized? I think we were immunized back in Kenya when we were small kids. Why do you need the immunization? You are not coming to work in the hospital, because I know if you are working in the hospital like you are a nurse, that's when it's mandatory that you get the immunization for hepatitis B. But you're not coming to work in the hospital, you are coming to work in the house. Is it necessary? Why is it that only few number of girls get that vaccine and others don't? Because those questions don't have answers, please don't take it. Because I came to realize that some girls come here and they just work for maybe 2 months and they pass away. Maybe, to my thinking, maybe they go to the hospital and they get immunized, and our body reacts differently to foreign substances, just like corona vaccine. You see, some people were taken to the hospital to get corona immunization, and some died when they were not even sick. Okay, they just went there to get immunized and they died. Maybe because that vaccine reacts with the body differently. Maybe I was lucky. It didn't react badly with my body. What if you go and get immunized and there is a reaction and you die in the process? If you don't have the courage of telling your boss that you don't want to get immunized, tell your boss that he should tell your agent that they want to immunize you. They want to give you that injection. Okay? Tell him to consult your boss. Tell him to consult your agency. Back in Kenya, not in Saudi. Because most agencies in Saudi, they are Arabs. Okay, they will talk a language that you don't understand. Tell your boss to consult your agent back in Kenya so that they can talk in English and you will know what is going on. Your agent back in Kenya will tell you if it's important that you get immunized. Okay? They should know from Kenya. If they don't know anything about it, don't take that immunization. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. Maybe it's going to react with your body in a bad way and we end up losing you. Please take care, okay? Say no to any medicine that you are given and you're not sick. If you don't know the medicine, don't take it, okay? Thank you for watching.